MCU YouTube fans. Happy Friday, everybody out there. Armand here for E equals MCU. Slow news day for the most part. I mean, we got yesterday a surprise John Bernthal One Last Kill Shot Punisher trailer. Maybe I'll do something on that, but we got the John Bernthal One Shot Punisher trailer. Excuse me. Oh, it's itching. We got that trailer yesterday. I did a quick video on it. Let's see, we got Daredevil episode this week that was absolutely shocking. There's a lot of stuff out there on that. Still not sure yet. And in today's news, it's a bunch of little things, but I just want to kind of temper you. Supposedly next Tuesday or Wednesday, we may be getting the Avengers Doomsday trailer, and that's going to be big. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see. But we do have some big news, just in the fact of a couple of things going on the production side of things with some castings. So let's get into the news real quick. I'm going to try to read some of these articles. Okay. Now I just want to say for this is a rumor. This is not confirmed, but this is according to Jeff Snyder, which he's probably the best insider out there right now. As far as being, as of late, last 2-3 years, he's been on point with his rumors and stuff that he's hearing and everything, that as far as it's coming true. Now, I remember him when he was with Collider, and I didn't know him or John Roca was like really in the game like that, but it sounds like they both have worked pretty hard to solidify themselves in the space. When it comes to that. That was something that Campia and Harloff were not really, that wasn't really their thing. Which, not to go off topic here, but just like in going back, anybody who ever watched the AMC Collider, YouTube channel in its heyday back in the 2010s, and you look at the roster that of talent that came through that machine, and I have to say, hats off, man. Like, I kind of wonder what's happened to some of them, because not all of them transitioned over. Like one of the weirdest days is when Collider folded. The people that they had on the roster at the time, because a lot of them had already left, but the people they had on the roster at the time, you didn't really know what they were going to do or how. Like, I think for a lot of them, they had to figure it out as far as what they were, or coming up with their own channels. And not all of them did, but some of them did. And, here we are, and it's just kind of weird. But anyway, Jeff Snyder was a part of that group. If anybody remembers, he was featured on that channel a bit. And John Roca was a big part of that channel towards the end there. So shout out to all the old people who used to watch Collider. Like, that was my thing. Like, that's how I got into YouTube, movie stuff. So, and R.I.P. John Schnapp. So, with that said, X-Men casting rumors. We have linked 2 actors to 2 potential roles. Let's see. They're talking about they have found a Rogue and they have found a Beast. So I want to name of the 2 in here. Hold on. So it is being reported, and again, this is through the Hot Mic podcast. Jeff Snyder, I believe John Roca. And let me know if you've ever heard of these actors. So it says here, now it seems the actors are being sought for roles in the film, notably those of Rogue and Beast. According to the Hot Mic podcast, rumors that Marty Supreme star Odessa Azion is being sought after for Rogue, and a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms star Peter Claffery Does that say Claffrey? Yeah, Claffey is in the mix for Beast. Of course, these are rumors, but the show does say that the reports come from sources who have told of Marvel casting rumors previously that were true. So pinch of salt, but both are good choices. I am not familiar with either one of these actors. I'll say this though, I feel like I have seen the Odessa Zion lady. She looks familiar, and to be honestly, just if you look at her aesthetic, she looks like Rogue, bro. All you got to do is put the white streak right there, and I think she would make a good Rogue. Just going off of that. Now looking at the other actor, seeming how he will probably be in green screened and everything. It's just a matter of him being able to capture Beast's Beast tone and pull off the quality that he's a very smart, very calm individual. Like Beast, his attributes really are, yes, he's a beast, but he rarely lets that beast out of him. And when he does, it should be scary. You know what I'm saying? To an extent. Like, I'd like to see them play that a little bit more, to where when he does let it out, it's kind of you know, it scares you. He's a beast, so it's got to scare you. But like any other time, it's just like you're talking to a normal person that's with a very high intellect. So I have no beefs with that. You know, they're gonna go with lesser known actors, but that doesn't mean that you can't still get good actors. You're just getting more up and coming actors. And because you need these guys to be able to play the role for at least 10 years, and I'm saying at least. There's probably 50 years worth of X-Men story, depending on how you do the roster. And I kind of feel like if they start with the beginning and and there are reports that they're not doing like the original 5 necessarily. I don't necessarily think you need a movie with the original 5, but I do think you need to cast Angel and Iceman to have them in the universe, and say that they left the group so that they can pop up in X-Men things when they need to, and also they can pop up in other stories when they need to. So I'm fine with that. So it sounds like they want to start with, I think the team is probably going to be Cyclops, Jean, Beast, Rogue, Gambit, Nightcrawler, Colossus, maybe Kitty Pryde, or maybe Jubilee, or maybe both, because it was reported that it was like both of them. So it sounds like that's the uncanny X-Men team we're going to get. I would like to see them bring in a Psylocke maybe in movie 2 or 3. I'd like to see a Emma Frost brought in at some point. Another casting of like Dazzler as somebody who can pop up in the MCU at other points. Yeah. Yeah, so not mad with that casting at all. So now the other bit of news that I wanted to go over was in regards to Vision Quest. And this is coming from the Direct, MCU Direct. They have 12 heroes and villains that are confirmed to appear in the WandaVision sequel of Vision Quest. And spoiler warning, Wanda is not one of them. All right, so of course we got Dummy from the Iron Man trilogies. We got Jarvis. The live version of Jarvis will be set to appear. It will be played by actor who was cast in the ABC's Agent Carter, James I think it's D'Arcy. He was the young Jarvis. We will be getting Friday, the voice of Friday. I don't think it's going to be Jennifer Connelly's voice, however. Let me see here. Okay, so Friday will be appearing in person, so she will be sounding a little different, as she will be played by Star Trek Picard alum Orla Brady. So she will be replacing Carrie Condon. And I think I said Jennifer Lawrence. My bad. I meant Jennifer Connelly. I think Jennifer Connelly did one of the voices. I thought she did. Was it Friday or was it a different one? But she did one of the voices. But no, Carrie Condon is being replaced by Orla Brady. Okay, so we're gonna get Edith from Spider-Man: Far From Home. We are going to get Jocasta. This is gonna be the first appearance for Jocasta. She's gonna be played by Tania Miller. And let's see, it was another AI created by Tony Stark. Now, here's one that is surprising. We are going to be getting the return of Raza Ahmed from. He was in the original Iron Man. He was the leader of the Ten Rings. He was the guy who actually captured Iron Man, put him in the cave. We're getting him back. So that's going to be interesting. We got Lisa Molinari, and that's going to be played by Lauren Morals. So this is going to be another live version. So it's going to be all these AIs coming together as live versions. So I kind of see where this is going. The other one we're going to be getting is Paladin, and he's basically like, it says here, the MCU is getting its own answer to DC's Deathstroke in Vision Quest with Paladin, a bounty hunter who will pursue Vision and his advanced technology. Let's see, they have not said who they've hired to play him, but his combat weapon skills will make him a powerless force to be reckoned with. All right, now of course we're gonna get Speed. We're getting Tommy. I think we all know that it's gonna be. Does it say who the actor's name is here? Yeah, no, but it does not say what the actor's name is. But he was announced. It is official. It's actually someone who worked with Joe Locke before, like on a stage play or something. So it's like they know each other. It does say reports are also saying Joe Locke will reprise his role as Billy, aka Wiccan, in the Vision Quest series. So we will get Tommy, we will get Speed. Okay. Oh, it does say he's gonna be played by Scottish actor Berardi Molika, I think is how you pronounce that. If I'm butchering that, I apologize. It does not say that we will be getting Agatha herself, and even in ghost form. So I do wonder how they're going to play that, because I know the actress, why can't I think of her name? I always do this. And we all know the name. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I'm having brain fog. She was cast to play in the Tangled live action movie as the mother witch in that. So she may not have appeared in this, but I kind of feel like they're probably doing pre-production or shooting that now, and they probably have already shot in Vision Quest. So I don't know. The other two, of course, we're getting is Ultron, played by James Spader, and then Vision, played by Paul Bettany. Well, he'll be heading his own show. This show, I have not heard a lot of hype for, so I think it's one of those things we're going to have to see the trailer first, and then it'll probably get people going. But I kind of think that they have a potential here to really do something, and it's kind of one-off. It's in its own corner. I just wonder how it's going to tie into Doomsday, and how Vision, where this will leave Vision on the table in the future for any future Avengers endeavors. So that's the news for today, guys. That's all I got. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Make sure to comment. Anything drops over the weekend, like if the Doomsday trailer does drop, I probably will go live for that. But other than that, till next time, peace.